Okay, guys, let's continue with the second session of the class. Okay, now we're gonna watch this video. This video is about the present perfect or past perfect. Yeah, what is the difference? When do we use the present perfect and when we use the past perfect? Yes, it is very important to notice when we use them. Okay, so pay attention to Ronnie. Ronnie is one of the best teachers from this channel, this English um, learning channel. Yes, English as a second language channel. So pay attention to the video and then we will discuss and we will make extra examples and we will have a reading exercise too. Okay, so pay attention.
Hi. Hi. My name's Ronnie. Today, by special request, I'm going to teach you some grammar. Oh, grammar. Yeah. A lot of people comment, thank you, and ask me, Ronnie, what's present perfect? What's past perfect? What's PP? Where am I? How did I get here? So I'm here to help you teach you this so you can learn it forever. It's very easy once you get it, first of all. So, present perfect versus past perfect. All of the tenses in English, when you have something that's perfect, it means you have to use the past participle of the verb. Now, as an English teacher, I don't like having to write past participle because it takes a long time and it's hard to say really quickly. So most people shorten it to PP. Not, I have to PP, different, okay? So when I write on the board PP, it means the past participle. The past participle, it's hard to say, of the verb is the third part of the verb. So, for example, if you have the verb have, what is the past participle of have? Anyone know? Anyone know? Had. Ooh, yay! Good. So had is the past participle of have. Perfect. So, let's start off. Present perfect we use for events in the past. I know it's confusing because it says right here present perfect, but both of these grammars, both of these tenses, we use to talk about a past event. So, present perfect is have or has plus the past participle. If it is I, they, you, and we have to use have. If it is he, she, or it, we have to use has. This is the number one mistake that students make when they're writing or speaking. A lot of people say, she have, which is wrong. You have to be careful. You can remember he, she, it, shit is has. Okay? I, they, you, and we is have, plus the past participle. So, I've asked you, what is the past tense of have? Answer, had. So if you know that the present tense is have plus PP, you're going to go, oh, yeah, okay, hold on. The past tense of have is had. So, when we use past perfect, all we're changing is this verb to had. It's that easy. So, the other very easy thing about past perfect is we don't have to change it for he, she, or it. Yay! There's nothing to really remember about the past perfect except for it's had. So I, he, she, it, they, we, and you, we all use had. Fun times. When we use the negative, it's the same idea, except we're using hadn't. So I, he, she, it, they, you, we, you, hadn't. It's unusual to say had not. If you want to use had not, it's to more emphasize things like I had not done that, but we usually say hadn't. Okay? And again, because it is perfect, you have to use the past participle or the PP of the verb. Is this easy now? So, present perfect have plus the past participle, past perfect had plus the past participle. Good. Let's go into the negative of present perfect. When we use I, they, you, and we have to use haven't, just like in the present or in the positive. And again, he, she, and it, we have to use hasn't plus the past participle. If you want to make a question in the present perfect, you're going to say have or has. Then you're going to use the subject. So in this case, these are the subjects. Has he plus the past participle. Has he eaten is a present perfect sentence. You can change he to a person's name. I can say, has Kevin eaten? Because Kevin is a he, I have to use has. So remember that as well, it's important. When we use past perfect, like I said, it's the same idea. We don't have to change this reflecting on the subject. The question form, we don't have to change either. So it's had plus your subject plus your past participle. And you must have a question mark. If you do not have a question mark at the end of the sentence, it's just wrong, and your teacher goes, wrong! And you don't understand why, because you remember has and have, but don't forget the question mark, all right? So I hope that you can remember how to use, or how to make present perfect and past perfect. If you have any questions or comments about this, please email me. Go to ingvid.com, write me a letter, write me a comment, and I'll get back to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, now take a look at the quiz. Yes, here we have a quiz. And we're gonna do it. Yes, I'm gonna put it bigger. So the first question, what is the form of the present perfect? What is the best option or the right option to that question?
Hey, teacher, have,
Tell me.
has, plus past participant.
Past participle, so this one.
Yes, yes.
Okay, next question. What is the form of the past perfect?
Teacher, no sería la última. Had más PP.
Okay, how do you say that in English? How do you say la última in English?
The latest.
Okay, later is the comparative.
The last.
Okay, good. Yeah, the last one. Yes, the last one. Good. Very good. Yes, you're right. Very good. You're right. The last one. So had plus the past participle or PP. Yes, she said PP because she said on the video, she said that same past participle is too long. So she prefers saying PP. Okay, next question. In which of these cases do we use has? With the past perfect, with he, she, it, in the present perfect, with I, they, you, we, in the present perfect. All the answers are correct.
Teacher, he, she, it in the present perfect.
Okay, with, he, she, it, in the present perfect. Okay, good. Okay, and the final question. Which sentence is correct? Which of these sentences is correct?
Teacher, she has been to a store.
She has been to a store. Okay, finish the quiz. Very good, correct. You got 4 correct out of 4. Very well, excellent. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna check out a presentation about that topic. Yes, it is very important to know how to use the present perfect and the past perfect. Yes, really, really important. So pay attention. Okay. Okay, so present and past verbs. Let's take a look at this. So love, we have the verb love. Can you read, who wants to read this first sentence? Gina, her dog, his name. So can you complete? What do you think is the form here, the form of the verb here, accordingly to the context?
Teacher, Jenna loves her dog. His name is Mas.
Okay, about love, love or loved? Loved her dog? Okay, loves. In this case, is the present. Gina loves her dog. His name is Max. Okay, now Gina's grandfather and the verb here is give.
And Jenna's grandfather gives Max to her.
Okay, are you sure? Okay, try to imagine the situation. Gina already has the dog. Yeah, Gina already has the dog. So we have to use what? What will be the form of the verb give in this case?
Teacher gave. Or gave.
Okay, what is the pronunciation of that verb?
I don't know.
Okay, gave. Yes,
Okay.
Gina's grandfather gave Max to her. Gave Max to her. Her grandfather, and we have the verb find.
Teacher found.
Okay, found. Very good. Her grandfather found him at an animal shelter. Okay, we have now take. What is the form of the verb take in this sentence? What do you think? Okay, this is a phrasal verb. Take care, yes? Take care.
Teacher took.
No, because she continues.
Um,
This is an action that continues happening, yeah? So which tense do you have to use in this case? Which tense? Takes. Yes? Takes, because Gina takes very good care her dog. Okay, and here, the last one.
teacher eat.
It? No, why?
Yes.
Because
Uh,
it is not a verb.
Is
It is not a verb. Okay, sorry?
he is
Good. Excellent. He is a great dog, of course. Yes, he is a good dog. Remember, we can talk about pets and say he. He is a good dog. Good. Excellent. Okay, so she has forgotten his name. Remember, regular verbs like finish, stop, and wait have a rule, have a regular form. You just put ed at the end of the verbs. So what is the past participle for irregular verb, for regular verbs, sorry? What is the past participle, for example, of finished or stopped? What do you think? What is the past participle of these verbs? Finish, stop, and wait. We already have the past, the simple past. So what is the past participle for those verbs?
Teacher, finished, stopped, and waited.
Okay, be careful with the pronunciation. Yeah, remember, how do you pronounce the ed endings? We have rules for the pronunciation of ed endings. Yes, remember, what are the rules? What are the rules for the pronunciation of ed endings? Do you remember that? Remember, we have rules for that. Okay, the first one, finish. The pronunciation is finished. Finished. So, finishes with the T sound. We have stop, and the pronunciation of the past is stopped. Stopped. And then we have wait, and the pronunciation is waited. Waited. Yes? You must study this. You must review the rules for the pronunciation of ed endings. Yes, we have ed endings here. How do you pronounce them? Okay, guys, remember, with regular verbs, the past and the past participle is the same. Yes, they are the same. They have the same past participle. Yes, that is very easy because you don't have to memorize many words. What happens with irregular verbs? They are irregular, so they don't have a rule. They are irregular. So for C, what is the past of C?
So,
So, okay. Make, made, put, put. Yes, we have those verbs. Okay, what is the past participle? What are the past participles of these verbs? Okay, the past participle of see.
Seen.
Seem. Very good. For make and put, we have made and put. Yes. Okay, guys, remember, study the verbs. You must study the verbs. Very good. You must study the pronunciation of the ed endings. Yes. Please, you have to say finished, stopped, and waited. Where do you find that? Remember, where do you find that? Here. You come here, for example, finish. You look for finish. Then you search the verb forms. And you can listen to the past simple or the past participle. They are the same.
Finished.
Yeah, look, we have the T sound here. So it is important to study the verbs, to listen to the pronunciation of these words that are not very familiar to us. Okay. Okay, let's continue with the presentation. Let me see here. Okay, so past perfect tense and present perfect tense, sorry. So, in both cases, we use the past participle of the verbs. In the present perfect and the past perfect. Okay, what about these words? Stop. The simple past is stopped, go, went, take, took, write, wrote. Okay, past participle of stop.
Stopped.
Stopped, good. Go.
Gone.
Gone, very good. Take.
Taken.
Taken, very good. Write.
Written.
Written, very good. Excellent. Yeah. So there you have only one regular verb. Yes. Okay, I have been here since 6 a.m. Yes. So with the present perfect, we use since and for. Do you remember? Do you remember that? Okay. I've been here since 6 a.m. I have played the violin for 6 years. Yes? So the present perfect, sorry, talks or tell us about a situation that began in the past and continues today. Example, I have played the violin for 6 years. Okay, here we have a timeline. Look, we have a timeline. This is now, this is the present, this is the actual time, and the present perfect began in the past, continues today. It will probably continue for other years. We don't know how many. Yes. So it's a situation that began in the past, continues today, and will continue in the future. Okay, so for all the pronouns is going to be have, but for she, he, it is going to be has. Then we have the past participle of the verb. Example, I have been, you have been, she has been here, we have been here, they have been here. Okay, I have worked here since noon, since Wednesday, since April, since 2010, since May 9th, 2011, since yesterday, since last week. Okay, so in Spanish we will say desde. ¿Sí? Desde. Miren entonces dónde los utilizamos o con qué expresiones los utilizamos. Lo utilizamos con expresiones como los años o los meses, o los días o la semana, ¿sí? Con algo muy específico, ¿sí? Es decir, un periodo específico, un punto específico en el tiempo, una hora, un día, un mes, entre otras cosas. Ahí utilizamos el since. For example, correct. I have studied English since 2007. Incorrect. I have used a computer since 2007. Incorrect. I am studying English since 2007. I study English. Incorrect. I study English since 2007. That is not possible. That will be present, the present, but you can use since in this case. Or I am studying English. No, you can't use them. You must use the present perfect. I studied English since 2007. It is not possible too because this is the past. Or I was studying English. That is not possible too. So we have main clause, the present perfect is the part that has the present perfect, and the since clause is the past. This part has an expression in the past. For example, we have been friends since I was 15. In this case, it's possible. Yes, in this case, that is possible. Jim has played many sports since he tried soccer. So the structure here is since plus subject plus the simple present verb. Simple present verb. No, here there is a mistake here. Okay. Oh no, this one, yes. Since plus subject plus the simple present verb. No, this is not good. This has it's the simple past. The simple past verb. They committed a mistake here. Okay, I have worked here for 50 minutes. So the use of for is different. I have worked here for 5 hours, for 10 days, for about 6 weeks, for almost 2 months, for many years, for a long time. So for, we use for with a length of time. With a length of time, we use for. So 50 minutes, 5 hours, 10 days. Okay, let's practice. We had 3 hours and she was 6. So what is the answer? What do you think is the correct answer to this sentence?
She was 6.
Since she was 6. Okay, very good. Mary has been playing the piano since she was 6. Very good. Remember the pronunciation here. Look, was, we have was, and we have 6. So we have the same sound. S. We have the sound s. So we just say this one, 6. Since she was 6. She was 6. Yes? Okay, well, let's continue. Okay, Mary has been playing the piano for
3 hours.
for 3 hours. Very good. So in this case, we use for because they are talking about a length of time. So 3 hours. Very good. Okay, what about this one? Alejandro has studied English since Alejandro has studied English
Since he started school.
since he studied school. Very good. Well done. Excellent. Now, Alejandro has studied English for
15 years.
very good. For 15 years. Excellent. Okay, this one. My uncle has driven a taxi since 1892. Very well. Now, my uncle has driven a taxi
For
for, very good. My uncle has driven a taxi for 30 years. Very good. Okay, so remember on the video, Ronnie shows us how we use or how we form the negative and the interrogative questions. Interrogative sentences, sorry. So the negative is very simple. We have the auxiliary and then we have not. Then we have the past participle of the verb. Remember, in all cases or with oral examples, we don't use hasn't. Yes, we don't use, we use hasn't. For the negative, we use hasn't or haven't. But we don't say have not or has not. Yes, it's not common when we speak. But the negative contractions are, as I told you, haven't or hasn't. Yes, but it is not common that you say have not. Maybe if you want to emphasize. Yes, but sounds a little aggressive. When you say, for example, Fatima has not gone home, it is better to say hasn't gone home. Okay, have you read the report? Has Marcy gone home? How long have you worked there? So we have the auxiliary, the subject, and the past participle. That is the structure, yes? Have you ever been to Paris? Okay, this is a question for you. Have you ever been to Paris? What is your answer? How would you answer to that question? How do you answer to that question? Ever and never. Yes, now we're going to talk about ever and never. How do you answer to this question? This is a yes no question, yes? Look, have you ever been to Paris? What about the positive answer? What is the positive answer? The affirmative.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Very good. Yes, I have. So ever means in your entire lifetime. Yes, in your entire lifetime. This is like, have you ever, alguna vez, has estado en París? Yes, I have. Very good. Yes, I have. And the negative, no, I haven't. Or no, I've never been to Paris. No, I've never been to Paris. So never is used for negative responses. For negative responses, you use never. No, I've never been to Paris. Okay, what about this one? Have you read all this article? No, I haven't. I have only read a few pages. Short answer is haven't. No, I haven't. It's a short answer. Has Kyun finished her homework? Yes, she has. She did it after school. Yes? So a short answer is hasn't. Has or hasn't. Okay, let's practice. Who wants to read this one? A snake. And we have the pronoun you, we have the verb touch, and we have ever. What is the answer in this case?
Teacher, have you ever?
Yeah, let's continue. Okay, have you ever?
No, I haven't.
Okay, repeat please, because the communication was interrupted.
Okay, have you ever touched a snake?
Okay, have you ever touched a snake? No, I've never touched a snake. Or no, I haven't. By using never, you have to put never in that place. Okay, a shark. We have Justin, we have C and ever. So what is the answer, the question here? What do you think is the question here? Okay, the subject is Justin.
Teacher Justin, ever see a shark?
No, you are missing something. Something is missing in your sentence. What is? Okay, your partners, the rest of the class, what is the right question in this case?
Has Justin ever seen a shark?
Okay, very good. Has Justin ever seen a shark? Yes, he. Yes, he.
Has.
Good. Yes, he has. He saw one near Cape Town, South Africa. He saw one. Entonces, muchachos, aquí les quiero contar algo. Este one aquí está sustituyendo a el tiburón, ¿cierto? Para no volver a decir he saw one shark or he saw a shark near Cape Town, South Africa. Eso en inglés se llama substitution o sustitución. Cuando uno está escribiendo es muy útil usarlo para no estar mencionando el pronombre o el sujeto todo el tiempo, solo cuando sea necesario. Okay, here we have the present perfect with unspecified time. Cuando no especificamos el tiempo como tal. Ejemplo, Taylor has taken his first steps. Zoe hasn't walked by herself yet. Yes? Mika has just gotten his first job. Leah has recently visited Singapore. So the activity occurred before now or sometime in the past. Pero no tenemos exactamente el momento. ¿Sí? Aquí no tenemos el momento exacto, no es mencionado. Igual usamos el presente perfecto. Okay, so here is the timeline again. And this line represents the present. Yes. Mary has painted portraits many times. Her students have painted portraits twice. So here, an activity repeated before now and unspecified past times. Her students have painted portraits twice. Mary has painted portraits many times. Yes, it's an activity that repeats. Okay, you're ready. Tyler has already taken his first steps. Tyler has taken his first steps already. Use already in affirmative sentences. Zoe hasn't walked by herself yet. Hasn't walked. Yes. Okay, use yet in negative statements. So already in affirmative statements and yet for negative statements. Example, Zoe hasn't walked by herself yet. Question, has she already seen the movie? Has she seen the movie already? Has she seen the movie yet? So both are okay in questions. For questions, you can use already or yet. But in affirmative sentences, already, or for negative sentences, yet. Okay, let's practice. We have take and already. Kion is the name of someone and the test. How do you form a sentence with these two clues? What would you say? Kyun? Kyun. What is next? Remember the structure. What is next?
Already taken.
Okay, what is missing? Do you need something else? Okay, sorry, what's your name?
María José.
Ah, Maria Jose. Ah, okay, welcome. You haven't introduced to the class yet. For example, in this case, we can make a sentence saying that, for example, Maria Jose hasn't introduced to the class yet, because Maria Jose is a new student. Yes, she is new in the group. Okay, Maria Jose, so you need to put something here after Kyun. What is that?
Has.
Very good. Yes, remember, has, we need the auxiliary. So Kyun has already taken the test. Very good, excellent. Okay, this next example. We use since or for. So we have I, 8 a.m., and we have the verb study, since or for. So what is next? What do we need? We say, I've been studying since 8 a.m. So in this case, we use the contraction. We have the apostrophe and the contraction with a have. I've been studying. So in this case, we use been studying to emphasize that it's an activity that has been in progress since 8 a.m. So I continue studying. So I've been studying since 8 a.m. And the pronunciation of the contraction here is I've or I have. But remember, normally in spoken English, we don't say I have been studying, but we use the contraction. Yes? Okay, guys, so we have 3 minutes. In this 3 minutes, Maria Jose is going to introduce herself to the group. Yes? So, Maria Jose, welcome. Say hello to your partners and tell us something about you.
Hello. My name is Maria Jose. I, uh, I have 13 years old. I live in Bello. I study in Maramiga, and I live with my dad and my sister. And yeah.
That's it.
Siga, así es.
What?
Es que mire.
Okay, Maria Jose, thank you very much. Okay, would you like to say something to Maria Jose? Do you have something to tell Maria Jose? No? Okay. Okay, Maria Jose, welcome. Okay, just one thing. Remember, when we talk about the age, we use verb to be. Yes, remember that. So you say, I am. Okay, you say 19 or not? How old are you, Maria Jose? Ah, 15, sorry. Okay, so I am 15. Okay, good. And remember the uppercase. Yes, when you write I, all the time, the capital letter, all the time uppercase. Is one of the rules for writing. Okay, Maria Jose, welcome. Very good, excellent. Okay, guys, thank you very much. You already know what you have to do. Yes, you have the activities on the platform. Let me know if you have questions. We will continue talking about the present perfect and the past perfect next week. We'll make reading exercises. So try to, or better, study the verbs. You must study the past participles of the verbs, please. Very important. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Thanks to you. See you around.